Welcome back. It is time for another morning mindset edition of the Live, Build, Change podcast. And my name is Kerry Green. And man, I just am a fellow journeyer with you in this thing we call the life of faith. And it's not just a nebulous, ambiguous faith where we're just hoping for something good to happen. This is faith in the God of all creation and in what he has done for us through his son, Jesus Christ. And if those are foreign concepts to you, I'm going to encourage you to think about this fact. God exists. And it is by faith that we believe he exists. Now, we can see evidence of it in all of creation through the mountains, the universe, the sky. I mean, everything works according to the systematic sort of functionality. And God is the designer of those things. And he designed us. He created us as human beings. And he has made each one of us uniquely to bring great things of value into this world for his purposes. And he cares about us enough that he sent his son, Jesus Christ, to live as one of us, to come in human form, and to take the penalty that God had to mete out because of his righteous standards for our sin, for our shortcomings, for our failures. And when we trust in what Jesus has done, we become a child of God, never to be cast out. And that just motivates us to live in that relationship. And that's what we've been talking about these last few weeks in Proverbs chapter 3. In verse 5, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." You see, this thing of relationship with God is not a thing of, you do it one time through a prayer or something, and then you're good to go from then on. No, it's an ongoing relationship. You see, every day of our lives, we need to learn how to trust in the Lord with all our heart, because every day of life, things change. God doesn't change. We don't change in terms of our identity, who God's made us to be through Jesus Christ. But we grow in our faith, in our trust in him, because we see him being faithful in a new circumstance, in a new situation that we are incapable of handling many times. And he says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. And why is that so important? Well, it's because we are limited in scope, right? We are limited in our ability to understand things. And the Western way of doing things is to totally lean on your own understanding, to figure it out, to make sure you understand, to make your own choices, to be your own person. And there is some value to all of that in certain contexts. But the point I'm trying to make here is that even as capable as human beings are, there is a limitation to our capability. There is a limitation to what we can understand and what we can accomplish. And the writer of Proverbs here is making the point that we have got to recognize that fact and accept it. And instead of leaning on our own understanding, turn to God and lean on him with trust. And as we submit our ways to him, put it under the sovereignty of his control, he will make our paths straight. You see, he will develop this outcome of our faith that is greater than anything we could do operating only in our own understanding. Do you see that? You see, God is so gracious. He has given us resources far beyond what we can do in ourselves. And that's not a place that makes us passive. It's a place that makes us bold. Because we can trust him to guide us. We can go out and try things. We can risk. We can do great things in the world because he's got our back. And today, whatever you're facing, that's where you are. You are safely and securely in relationship with the God of the universe. Let's talk about this tomorrow on The Morning Mindset.